Hare Krishna. Thank you for coming.
ಅನಂತ ಕೋಟಿ ವೈಷ್ಣವರಿಗೆ ಜಯ.
We'll get started in another couple of minutes. Please hang on. Let's give it the first 3 minutes, so that many others can join and can get started. I'll introduce myself and we'll get started with the seminar. Good afternoon, Subbarao Garu. Can I make you the co-host so you can admit the people in the waiting room?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank you for the help. Because they are joining, and if I keep
Yes,
going
Prabhu.
there, I might get distracted. Can't see your name. So it's with the Krishna photo. Is that the one? Yeah.
Yeah, yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, you are also the co-host now, probably.
Okay, Prabhu.
So let us see if you get the first admit. I think you'll also get a pop-up saying, asking you to admit.
Okay, Prabhu. If you change it to a password mode, you don't get this issue, Prabhu.
Yeah, I should do that next time.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I
Prabhu.
figured it out this morning. So
Yeah, but they should enter the password. That's another thing.
if you go with the link, it doesn't ask.
Yeah. Okay, so I think the 5 minutes time is given, so we should get started now. I will just hide my yes. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for coming. I'm deeply appreciative for you choosing to spend your Sunday afternoon, especially the time of the day. This day and this time is generally planned for the whole week for resting, and still you all have decided to give your time to learn something new, especially about our health and immunity in today's day and time. Okay, so I'm going to get started with the seminar. I would like to tell that the seminar is going to be a little fast because there is so much to show, so much to say, so much to explain. So I would say if you can make your notes, you can make your notes taking a pen and a paper. And this video will also be posted on YouTube, which you can access later as well. And I highly recommend all of you here to the whole video once again because there is a lot of details that we'll be sharing with you, and I will also be skipping some of the information so that I can take you to the most important conclusion of what we should do to help ourselves in today's day and time. So my name is Lakshman Reddy, and my spiritual name is Leelananda Das. My guru's name is His Holiness Radhanath Swami, and I am an active preacher and a servant in the ISKCON movement. And I myself take care of some cows. By profession, I am a chartered accountant, an MBA, work in a MNC in the position of head of finance. And more importantly, from today's seminar perspective, it's all about me learning some very essential facts about cows and about nature and about Ayurveda. If I have to speak about cows, it's a long topic. If I have to speak about Ayurveda, it's an endless topic. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be very focusing on how much in today's day and time, in your current situation, what you need to learn. That much only I'm going to speak. I'm not going to get into all levels of detail. I'm going to get into very little information, which will be very precise and very straight on to you. And sometimes there will be a little bit of philosophy here and there, but that is important for you to give for making you understand the importance of immunity and health, and how much important it is for us to take care of ourselves today. So without any more delay, I'm going to get on to the presentation. So here is, I called it commune to immune, right? So we have to walk towards immunity. That is definitely the need of the day today. 1 second, I'll just hide this. Yes. Okay, so here is our mother cow, the beautiful cow, the nature, right? Something staying in the cities, we are getting farther day by day. We are not seeing these beautiful beings in our life. Sometimes we get to see when we go to agricultural fields, but we will learn more about these great beings in today's seminar. So, what is the agenda of today's seminar? If I have to say the agenda, what is the agenda, right? Who can save us from corona or any other pandemic right now? If I ask this question to all of you, I would want one of you to speak, or one couple of you to speak. Feel free to speak. Let us keep this more interactive. Who do you think can save you from corona or any other pandemic today?
Individual
I'm sorry.
It is the individual immunity which can save.
Right? I mean, who gave that answer?
This is Revati Prabhuji.
Thank you, Revati Mataji. This amazing answer is, immunity. But all along our childhood, what were we told? Whole my life, I was told that these are the most precious things and important in life. Can you tell me what they are? What our parents have told? What the society has told? Can you think of any? What we were told as the most precious thing or the most important things to achieve in life?
Education, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Career.
diploma, education, high education. What else?
And a good job.
Yes,
All materialistic
bank
things.
balance.
And health.
Good job
Health.
leading to bank balance. Yes. What else?
Health, Prabhuji.
Good
Health also, but
Good behavior.
really worked on the health. A big house, a big villa,
Prabhuji, good behavior.
good behavior, of course. But how many classes have we attended for good health and good behavior in our childhood?
Nothing, Prabhuji.
None, right?
None.
These
So
are
that's
the
hypocrisy.
benefits,
We were told something, but we were never educated in that. What we were more educated is how to get a high degree, high job, more salary, big villa. What else? Big car. Isn't it status symbol in the society? And of course, lot of skills. And now it's all about, you see so many banners, like in the Madhapur, Tellapur, you see so many banners. What do you see? Learn data science, learn artificial intelligence, learn Java, learn Oracle, learn SAP. Have you seen one banner which talked about learn immunity, or to learn how to improve immunity?
No.
Have you seen anybody?
No.
No problem.
No. So what does it mean? Did everyone lie to me? Did everybody who spoke about all these things, did they lie to me? I mean, this is really a question of, now I was so feeling secure that I have insurance. All of you felt you have insurance, Star Insurance, what else? ICICI Lombard Insurance, Reliance Insurance. Have you also heard that today your insurance cards are thrown out of the gate when you go to an hospital? Have you heard of this?
Yes. Yes.
So are you feeling cheated?
Yes.
Of course you are cheated, whether you admit or not. Whatever insurance that you thought you have got in life, you're absolutely cheated. Everybody is saying pay 1 lakh rupees per day and get admitted or get lost, whoever you are. Whether you are whether you're a chartered accountant, or you yourself are a doctor, or you're a political leader, doesn't matter. I have this insurance, that insurance. I have 4 insurances: personal insurance, group insurance, life insurance. Doesn't matter, right? What other thing were you cheated on? Big multi-specialty hospitals, right? Many people bought their houses in Gachibowli and Tellapur looking at Continental hospitals, looking at Care Hospital, looking at people live in Banjara Hills saying that Apollo Hospital is so close to us. Did they have a single assurance that it will cure you of any pandemic?
No.
I mean, speak to yourself.
No.
Were we cheated? Of course we were cheated. 24/7 medical stores are open. And people are proud to say, oh, Apollo Pharmacy is beside my house, But did that Apollo Pharmacy have a single medicine for Corona?
No.
And as a net to net, of course, I know you all know these facts, but it's important to lay down today's agenda and the importance of today's agenda. WHO, government, doctors, everyone finally said only one thing as a solution. And what is it, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, Prabhujis and Matajis, what is that one thing
Immunity.
ultimately the whole world filled with the highest technology told us?
Immunity. Improve the immunity.
Fix
Mental
yourself.
physical.
Fix yourself. Yeah.
Yes.
That's all.
Mm.
Fix yourself. 100% cure is your immune system. That's all they said. How many on the call are not agreeing with this?
Yeah, we agree, Prabhuji.
Right? I'm hoping that everybody at least is agreeing on this very, very important aspect. Fix yourself. 100% is completely dependent upon your immune system. If you're going to die, come to hospital so that we'll keep you on ventilator. Otherwise, fix yourself at your home. And what are the things that they told you to fix yourself with? Have they given medicinal prescription? What did they tell? Drink hot water. Use the masalas in your house to make some masala tea. Or just use the old grandmother's techniques, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And that's called Ayur. You want to increase your age. That's called Ayur. And the meaning of Veda means knowledge. In totality, if I say Ayurveda, highest education in which increases your lifespan. Now tell me, whatever education that you're proud of, I myself am a chartered accountant and an MBA, dual MBA in financial, international marketing and finance. I think I've wasted my time. Because none of this education, be it ISB or a Harvard, is not saving my life. Ultimately, I need to know how to fix myself so to stay alive. And it's about time, everybody on this call, whatever education you might have, whatever your visiting card might say your position is, it doesn't matter unless you know how to save yourself. Do you agree with this?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhuji.
Yes. Right? Let's go forward. Ayurveda. What is Ayurveda made of? About all the minerals that the Mother Earth gives plus cow. Together is Ayurveda. Without cows, there is no meaning for Ayurveda. Let me be very, very clear to you. If people think I can be vegan and I can be Ayurveda, it's impossible. Ayurveda works with cows because cow and earth go hand in hand. They represent each other. That is equal to Ayurveda, which is nothing but increasing your immunity. And sometimes we have to get back to basics, literally get back to basics, right? So when we talk about cow, four things come to my mind. Now, number one, it's a global connection. Cow and us is not like, crow and us or a pig and us or a donkey and us. Cow and us is different. Cow represents earth. And I'm not talking in the beginning, I don't want to even sound religious or sentimental to tell you people that, oh, you should worship cow, you should do this. Let's not even get there. Because now is the education of being questioned and to question, right? So people talk, when I say cows are sacred, they say even my dog is sacred. But well, your dog cannot give what a cow can give. There is a global connection between us and cows, which is what we're going to discuss in this seminar today. And it's not a science, it's a science, not a sentiment, which is also something that we're going to discuss. And by the way, we are not saving them, they are saving us, right? Understand this. We are not the ones who are saving them. I'm not going to tell at the end of the call, please give me 100 rupees or 500 rupees because I'm doing Go Seva. Can you please share so I can give it to, I can take care of the cause? No, that's not the agenda. I want to tell you, they are our saviors. And by the end of the call, you will understand how they are our saviors. And in today's pandemic, whether it is Corona or whether it is any other new pandemic that you want to be learning about, there is no other resort. No insurance is going to save you. No hospital is going to save you. No medical store will have a medicine. This one single entity right on your screen has something to offer, which you don't know, right? Which I don't know, which is why this today's seminar is. As I said, I'm not going to get into too much of a detail, but I'm going to give you as much information which can do two things to you. One, to take some immediate sharp decisions in your life for you and your family's wellness. And second, It will make you inquisitive to go and research more. Okay, so today's seminar is not a conclusion for your knowledge. You still have to work on yourself, but it gives you data points so that you can work on what to work. Let's go forward. Now, I'm asking a question. Have you seen in our villages, cow was always kept in the front of the house? Have you seen any house in your villages? Or if you have
Yes.
not seen a village, people, I'm asking to people who have seen a village, was cow in the front of the house or in the back of the house?
Front of the house.
Why? Why cow has to be in front of the house? What is scientific about it? What did our ancestors feel? Why did our ancestors feel that it should be in the front of the house?
Cow dung and cow urine, it will prevent from infections.
Yes. That's about cow dung. But
The air coming through that will purify our house.
okay, the air coming through it will purify our house. I think I already have very cow conscious people in the call, so so I'm getting some very good answers about cow. But I want to ask others. You know, if there is anybody who thinks I'm very scientific, I think ancestors are sentimental people who don't know how to live. Well, cow is in the front of the house because it's a family member. Let us understand one thing, ladies and gentlemen, Prabhus and Matajis, cow is not an animal. In Vedic society, it's a family member. How many children do you have? If you have two cows in your house and two children, you will say, I have four children in the house. I have two sons and two daughters. Two daughters are outside, two sons are inside. That is how important cow was in our Vedic society. And it's a walking hospital. Do you know that a cow sees everybody in the house who is coming into the house and who is going out of the house? Cow even knows who is pregnant in the house. You might be wondering, you know, how will cow know? Cow knows everything, everything, literally about your family. If your wife is pregnant, before you know, before your wives know, before your wife knows, the cow knows. The cow knows that your wife is pregnant. And it will go out and it will eat those leaves and it will eat that kind of grass which will produce the medicine which is helpful in your wife's pregnancy. That is how intelligent a cow is. Cow can gaze who is going to get cancer, who is going to get cancer, who is going to get diabetic. Cow knows everything, and that is the reason cow was kept in the front of the house. Whoever comes to the house takes darshan of the cow, and cow looks at them. Cow knows what to give them. It's a protector from all diseases in the house, and that is how our Vedic system used to function. It's not sentimental. As we go forward in the presentation, you yourself will know why these cows were so much worshipped and kept in the houses. Why were the walls of the house painted with cow dung? Today we are talking about Asian paints, we are talking about what is it, Nerolac paints, whatever that we talk about brands. Why people in the past used to paint their walls with cow dung? Does anyone have an answer? Why cow dung?
Thermal insulation, bro.
Yes. What else? In the interest of time, I'll go. No mosquitoes and bugs will enter the house. Do you know that? If your cow dung smeared walls are properly kept, and if you're applying cow dung once in 2-3 months, a layer of it, not a single mosquito will enter your house. And if you burn cow dung cakes, mosquitoes will run away and it will produce more oxygen. Do you know that when you burn cow dung cakes, which we call as go var, not go bur, it is var, meaning benediction. When we burn cow dung cakes, it produces oxygen, not carbon dioxide, right? And no infections will stick or stay on the walls. In this corona time, people are talking about, you know, what do you call that? These chemicals being sprayed in the house and sprayed outside. You think those chemicals are safe? You're just doing it because you don't know what it is. You don't know what its side effects are. You're putting those chemicals in your hands, you're brushing it, saying, oh, I'm safe now. No, you're not safe. You are actually in a much, much worse condition. Do you know that our hands have produced certain juices which are very important for our digestion? Do you know that? And when you put those chemicals, how much you're damaging your digestion abilities? Do you know that? Why people in India don't eat with spoons? Don't we know how to hold a spoon or a fork? When we are hungry, the hungry the hunger inside sends signals to the brain, and brain sends signals to the hands, and all the acids are produced which are useful for our digestion. And when we eat with hands, these hands will assess the amount of heat in the food, and according to that it will send signals to the stomach and to the intestines how to digest. It's all a system. It's all a system. And when you simply hold one spoon like this is a pen, but imagine it's a spoon. If we simply hold a spoon like this, you are cutting everything off. Everything off. The ability to digest, the ability to understand what you're eating. Your mouth doesn't know it's all what you're eating until your hand tells it. It's a whole network that is created by God in your so-called body, and we don't know how it functions, right? We think eating with spoon is a, what do you call that, is advancement. No, it's not advancement. You don't know how what you're doing. You're breaking a connection between your head and your stomach just by holding a spoon, right? And when you put those acids on your hand, and then you go ahead and eat, even if you wash with the soap, all those things are gone. Your digestion abilities will go down. You'll become weak day after day. Why do you think people are getting less aged? Because of all these things which we are doing unscientifically, and our ancestors did it without knowing scientifically. Okay, so actually the best thing to do is have some cow dung ash, just do it like this, or some cow urine, or just do it like this. That's enough. That will stop all kinds of problems. But I'm not here to sell those ideas. But first understand how scientifically we used to live, or what it meant. No infections, nothing sticks on the wall, produces fresh fragrance always in the house. Very good. New layer of cow dung was smeared each year, for that matter, all the big festivals. New layer was always kept, right? This is scientific way of living. What is so special about agriculture with cow dung? Especially with desi cow dungs, what is so special? Jersey cows, which I will explain later. What are Jersey cows and desi cows? You can see a flat back with no horns. These are called Jersey cows. They have, if you take a fistful of their cow dung, they have hardly 50 to 100 microorganisms. 50 to 100 in a fistful of cow dung. Whereas a buffalo, around 500 to 1,000 microorganisms. And why do you need microorganisms in agriculture? Where do you get earthworms from? Where do you get the insects from? And when these microorganisms, they get into your soil and they make ways and means for oxygen to go into your soil. And it also helps the water to flow from one area to another area. Do you know something? That if earthworms are not there enough in your land, the groundwater won't reach to your bores. It's all scientific. That is how wells were maintained. Big wells were drawn, and wells were never covered back. Wells were always kept. And people used to put cow dung and cow urine into the wells. It's not to pollute the wells. It's actually to rejuvenate the wells, right? So it's a whole science of how cow and earth work together. And when a bull walks, a bull is used for agriculture. What is the specialty of a bull as compared to a cow? A cow also can be used for agriculture, right? A big cow. But a cow puts urine at once. But a bull puts urine little by little, little by little, little by little. Why? Because it is to cover the whole region of the land while it is walking. This is the science of nature, and this is the science of agriculture. And you would be surprised to know that we can't even compare the amount of good a desi cow does to the agriculture. A Jersey cow, 50 to 100 microorganisms, a buffalo, 500 to 1,000 microorganisms, and a desi cow produces, right, millions of microorganisms in a fistful. Millions, no kidding. That is how cow is a benediction, for agriculture. Cow saves land fertility and helps rich crops year on year. And of course, ecosystem, water circulation, insects world, worms, etc. Everything is taken care by desi cow. That is the greatness of desi cow. This only people who are into agricultural farming, organic farming can explain to you all. It's very scientific. It's not a sentiment that we are talking about. And cow urine. Of course, this seminar is not about telling all the benefits of cow urine or what cow gives. But understand the kind of things that cow urine does. It helps in your complexion of your skin. It stops down your aging process. It corrects your menstrual, disorders, gynec problems. It even improves your sexual reproductory organs. And if there is any obstructions in your blood vessels, it is going to remove it. This is a benediction. This is like a medicine. And people, after going to Basvataritam hospital, then they come outside and ask, where can I find cow urine? And before going inside, if you go and tell them, can you please take 1 spoon of cow urine? They'll say, who will drink urine, Prabhu? I don't like urine. But after getting cancer, that very urine you'll drink. So who is more intelligent? You are intelligent to drink before you get diseased, or you want to drink as a punishment after you get diseased? You won't believe. You won't believe. Today afternoon, if you want, I can call that person, my mother who called me. Her friend's husband got cancer. And they are looking for desi cow milk. And they're asking me, can I send this milk to 12 kilometers away? They live somewhere near Hindu estate, near the high-tech city metro station. That's where they stay. And they are looking for milk, desi cow milk. And all along, people would have told them, please drink desi cow milk. Don't go for Jersey. It is very dangerous. Did they listen? But after cancer, they come. I'm seeing such people coming to my house at least once in a month. Last month, one person came. His family lives in Madinaguda. His wife has cancer. She's almost recovering. And the doctor told, you have to take pure desi cow milk. And now they're coming and saying, sir, can you give? And you know the worst part? After they're cured, they'll again go back to their original milk that is causing cancer. That is how, I say ignorant people are. Why do you get diseased in first place? And then why do you come for a cure? And then why again you go back to your disease state? People don't understand the connection. That is one of the reasons I'm conducting this seminar. So you all know what to do and what not to do, right? Anyway, it maintains a level of insulin, even for people who have pancreas problems, especially diabetic. Cow urine plays a very big role. And have you ever taken cow urine directly? I have taken it directly many times. And it just tastes like warm water. It doesn't have any taste which will make you feel uncomfortable. The only thing that will make you uncomfortable is your feeling that you are directly drinking somebody's urine. That's all it is. But it's not like that. Anyway, let's go further. Precious thing that the cow gives, right? 5 things: cow dung, curd, ghee, milk, and cow urine. And do you know how many chemicals and vitamins and proteins are there in each one of these? Just see the list. 6 types of vitamins, 8 types of protein, 25 types of minerals, 21 types of amino acids. Amino acid is the most important thing for your blood, if you know it or not. 4 types of basic phosphorus, 2 types of glucose, and what not. This is a small list. In cow dung, you have so many other minerals. In cow urine, calcium, potassium, magnesium, you just call it. It's like a factory. It's a factory, a medical shop that is coming to you in a bottle. Okay, you know what? I'm educated. These days people say, I'm educated. I'm not going to believe all these things. Prabhu, I'm not going to believe. Whatever you're saying, you're just making it up. Okay, now you're going to believe the next slide. If you think I'm lying, then why did all these countries take patents? Our country is only one patent. Greatest achievement is kill cows, cow slaughter. We are the greatest nation slaughtering cow and the highest in the world. We were the country with the highest number of cows, and now we are almost coming to a point of lowest number of cows. We are replacing cows with the Jersey cows, which is another big problem. But we are the greatest slaughtering house. And by the way, if you see, do you know why foreign countries are and breeding desi cows? This is why they are. Already they are making patents out of cow urine. Here is a patent number, just see. You can go down there and browse. What all patents are they making? They are making anti-cancerous agents and nutrients and medicines using our cow urine from our desi cows. And we Indians, educated Indians from IITs and ISBs and so-called useless institutions, don't even know how to protect ourselves. They know what is the importance of our cows, cow urine, and what all it's giving, and they are making patents out of it. And we are busy killing our cows and sending them meat. That's all we are doing. So common views. This is the funny part, okay? Because I'm not into cow milk selling business. We are a group of we are a group of people who are trying to learn how to protect cows, and we have a small land. and we keep cows. And whenever some cow milk is more, I try to encourage the people in the same community whether you can take it, because I can't supply to different parts of the world. We only give it to few people. But this cow seminar is basically to make you understand, wherever you are, please go and help a farmer. Get connected with a farmer. If needed, take a loan, give him a cow, let him maintain a cow and take that milk. Save your family. But people have so many misconceptions about milk. Because I'm saying, I give this milk to some people when I have a little bit of excess milk. When I give it to people, they come back to me with questions. And these people are not people who are uneducated or anything. I sometimes I feel uneducated people are better, because educated people have been so mass bombarded with this mass media that they have so many misconceptions about cows and cow milk. The most commonly asked questions that I hear about cow milk, fake news about cow milk, is number one, cow milk is very heavy and makes one fat. This is the joke on the planet. Cow milk is not heavy. Cow milk doesn't make one fat. In fact, cows are the beings who never stay at a place. They always keep walking here and there, unlike buffaloes, unlike Jersey cows, who never go anywhere. And they are most of the time tied. Cows always graze, they always walk, they always remain active, and they never become stout and fat. Their skin layer is very thin, and they can easily tolerate the summers and the winters. And their cow milk is very thin. If you see the cow milk, that's another big complaint that I received. Oh, Prabhuji, the milk is so thin. It's like water. Did you mix water in it? I did not mix water in it. That is how it is. If you make paneer out of buffalo milk, 10 liters of milk, you can get 3 to 4 kgs of paneer. 3 to 4 kgs of paneer if you take a buffalo milk or a Jersey milk, right? But a cow milk, you will hardly get maybe 100 gram. What do you call that? For one liter of milk, you get 100 grams of paneer. And the other day, my wife had made 15 liters of milk to make paneer. 15 liters of desi cow milk, and we got 900 grams of paneer. It is that it is not fat at all. It is completely not fat. And whatever little fat that it has, it is so important and good for our health that we don't know. That's the problem, that we don't know. But people have this misconception. Oh, Prabhuji, it will make you heavy. Cow ghee. No, don't put me cow ghee. I'll eat dalda. I'll eat oil, refined oil. Do you know that refined oil is your biggest enemy? Do you know that these refined products are simply brutal, killing agents in your body? The first thing and the foremost thing you should do is throw the refined oil outside your house, whether it is Saffola, whether it is Sunflower, whether it is any of the brands. So-called brands which even keep a heart symbol are the people who are stopping your heart. Just take thick. Oil has to be thick. Milk has to be thin. This is Ayurveda. Can you repeat this? Oil has to be thick. Milk has to be
Thin.
Thin.
Remember that. And we are thinking exactly reverse, isn't it? Oil has to be how are we told now? Oil has to be thin, milk has to be thick. And no wonder we are getting diabetes, no wonder we are getting so many health problems, one after the other. Isn't it? So that is the first misconception. Cow milk is very heavy and makes one fat. Can anybody guess another misconception? There are many. I have just listed 4 or 5. Okay, in the interest of time. Cow ghee creates bad cholesterol and is bad for heart. Do you know something? When you go for Ayurvedic treatment, you know what they do? If you have digestion problem or if you have a cholesterol problem, you know what they do? Has anybody here gone for a Kerala Ayurvedic center, authentic Kerala Ayurvedic center anytime in life? They give you 4 to 5 kgs of cow ghee and they ask you to drink it. You have to drink 3 to 4, 5, 6 kgs of cow ghee to cure your digestive system. Just to cure your digestive system. That is what you're supposed to do. And on the other side, people have a misconception. Oh, Prabhuji, ghee mat do. Don't give me ghee. Amul butter is good, but ghee is not good. You know, ghee, if you put ghee in your ears, if you have eardrum problem, I'm not here a doctor to tell you more and more, and the agenda is not that. So I'm going to be a little fast on this. If you have eardrum problem, eardrums are, gone, they're broken up. People go for surgery. Don't go any surgery. Just put pure cow ghee in your ears. And when you say pure cow ghee, how much can you buy pure cow ghee for today? Anybody?
550 to 600 Patanjali's.
Yeah, it's maybe 600.
600 per kg?
More than 2000.
700
700 per kg?
Around 3000 per kg.
recently purchased to Prabhuji. 700.
Let me tell you here. You would be surprised to hear this. Anything you buy below 4,000 rupees, anything you buy below 4,000 rupees is not pure cow ghee. Simple. I am using cow ghee in my house. Okay. 40 liters of cow milk, 40 liters of cow milk can barely produce 1 kg of cow ghee. And cow milk outside, there are people who are selling it from 100 rupees to how much? 240 rupees per liter. There is a lady who is selling it for 240 rupees per liter. And people who are suffering with cancer take it like a medicine. They run and grab it and take it. But I will tell you how to know whether even that pure cow milk is actually pure. How do you know that? I'll tell that a little later. Just because something is coming from a desi cow farm doesn't mean it is completely clean. There are also some things that you have to do your homework on, which I'll tell you later. But coming to cow ghee, pure cow ghee cannot cost below 4,000 rupees. At the top, if the farmer has 50 acres of land and he has all the feed free of cost to graze his cows, he might sell it at 2,500 to 3,500, nothing less than that. But unfortunately, we are going and buying cow ghee outside, which says pure cow ghee, even in Patanjali stores, even in so-called organic stores, for 700, 800 rupees. And sometimes when he says 1,100, isme kya khasiyat hai? You're asking him. Please go and take cow milk, which is very thin, and try to make cow milk ghee out of it, and you'll know how precious it is. And if your children are taking that cow ghee in their rice every day, trust me, they are the most fortunate, opulent children on this planet. Your house might be in Banjara Hills, your house might be in Tellapur in a big villa, but you are feeding your children poison. Your children are not at all immune, and neither are you. You are ready to spend 4,500 rupees to fill your petrol tank and go around places which you don't need to. But you are thinking twice to buy a cow ghee, which is authentic, which is from a desi cow. First of all, nobody sells. Let me tell you, people who know the value of cow ghee, who make that cow ghee from desi cow milk, don't sell it. They use it in their own house. I don't sell cow ghee, but I will encourage people, start making your own at your house, right? Stop the business of buffalo milk or this Jersey milk or anything of that sort, which I'll tell you later, a little more about that, right? A little time check there. What is the time? Yeah, time keeps running very fast. Another misconception: cow milk is not good for digestion. Do you know when mothers, they can't give enough breast milk to their children, what is the next best milk to give?
Cow's milk.
Pure desi cow milk. Pure desi cow milk. There's nothing else you can give. The child can't digest, and the child's digestion power is so low. The child's digestion power is so low. So if cow's milk is a choice, then how can one say that it is bad? So bad for the digestion, one lady called me other day, Prabhuji, my son is not able to digest, cow milk. I don't think I'll continue with the milk. I'm like, how can I explain to you? You are living in a big, big gated community. Your husband is a big millionaire, but you don't have a single common sense that cow milk is good for digestion. Is good for digestion. Where do we start the education from? What these IITs and IIMs have done to our brains? Where are we thinking logically? We are not. We are absolutely not thinking logically. Next, another misconception. Cow milk does not suit some people. Let me try and evaluate. When you are suffering with cancer and your doctor tells you, go find cow milk, which so many people come to me, give me cow milk. Are you going to tell, oh doctor, I will just try it and tell you, I will just try it a little, whether it will work on my husband or not, or work on me or not. Would you say that? Cow milk is the only right thing that you can do in your life. You have been doing so many wrong things, taking buffalo, Jersey milk, packet milk. I don't know what nonsense you have taken in life. Now, when you take cow milk, obviously there will be some time to recoup. Your digestive system has been put garbage into it. Now you're taking out that garbage and putting the right thing inside, medicinal thing inside. There will be a transitionary time. But people have the misconception. They say, can I try for 1 week? And then, oh, it is very thin. You know why people reject? Oh, it's very thin. And another, I mean, surprising things I'll tell you as we go forward. You'll be surprised, and I'm educating you. Even maybe you also have such kind of questions, but it's very important to know. Many more, no basis, no evidence, simply fake news spread by dairy companies. Dairy companies spread this, fake news about cow milk and cow, and indirectly, directly, some or the other, they are doing this. Misconceptions people carry. Cow milk should be white, just like they show in the advertisements. How many think cow milk should be white? No. The truth is, pure cow milk is always creamy and sometimes even light yellowish. Depends on what is being fed. That is pure cow milk. Cow milk rarely, like I have like close to 46 cows. In that, there is only one cow whose milk is close to white. Remaining all the cows is creamy, and some of the milks are even very, very lightish yellow. And let me also tell you, it all depends on what they are eating. And let me also tell you, in summer the color is different, in winter the color is different, you have to go by seasons, the color is different. Because we are so used to see, the moment you see, oh, sorry, this packet color is like this, oh my god, what did you put in this? I did not put in anything. That is the reason it is that color. If I would have put something in it, it would always be white. You all getting me? What do the dairy companies do? They make sure it's always white. Because your heads cannot take what is white and what is not white. Oh, something is wrong because the color has changed. Color has changed means it is pure, unadulterated, unalloyed, clear, pure milk. That is the reason the color is different. But this is how we have been trained. I was also a victim of these kind of misconceptions, that how can cow color, milk change? It changes based on what it eats. Everything changes, and change means it's pure. Next misconception. Curd should be thick and strong. Cow should be thick. Cow also should be thick. Curd also should be thick. No, it is not the truth. Pure cow milk is very thin and curd also is very thin. First of all, how many of you know that curd is not good for health? Curd is not good for digestion. It's a heavy load on digestion. Mostly people take buttermilk. Curd, of course, you might be used to it, but how did they make it? They almost make it look like a slice of an ice cream. When that is the kind of milk that you're getting, which makes curd look like ice cream. And sometimes you even bring from the fridge, oh, dekho beta, curd like ice cream. And you're like, oh, so nice like ice cream. Let me tell you, you're being cheated. That is not the good thing for your body. That curd, which looks like slicing a vanilla ice cream, is actually not good for your body. The curd should be very thin, and make buttermilk out of it. Take out the butter, make ghee out of it. And that buttermilk keeps getting rejuvenated again and again, as in when you put water into it. Right? It's very, very important. You should understand the difference between buttermilk, curd, and milk. And curd is good from a desi cow. It's not as damaging as from a buffalo or anything. But we are used to eating curd like that. That is a problem. Many people say that, sir, I'll stop cow milk because it's not thick. I mean, I'm sorry, you should understand the difference first. Right? Next misconception. Let's go to the next one. These are common ones. Milk should not break. If milk break means cow is not good. Sorry, it's a spelling mistake there. Cow is not good. The truth is, only pure milk breaks. Only pure things break. If your milk is breaking, that means your milk is original. Do you get that? Did you all get it? What I'm saying?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Your
Yes,
milk is
yes.
supposed to break. Once in a while, if your milk is breaking, that means you're getting from the right place. You know what people do outside? They want to increase the shelf life of your cow milk. And for that, what do? They pasteurize it, they homogenize it, they put chemicals into it, and they make sure it never breaks. I will give you an experiment to do very easy. Take 1 liter of any of the branded milk that you're getting outside. I don't want to name any brand. Any brand. Take that milk, keep outside your door or in your house, outside the fridge for 7 days. Put it under the sun. put it under the shade, whatever you do with it for 7 days, and then open it and boil it, it will not break. Cow milk, pure cow milk, you take it from the cow, you keep it outside for more than 2 hours, boil it, it will break. It will break because that is pure. That is pure. It is unadulterated. And you know what is the biggest complaint? Tutra hai Prabhuji, tutra hai to paneer banao. Cow milk paneer is sold for more than 1200-1300 rupees a kg. You don't know what is right and what is wrong. You are only thinking about, oh, I should get milk which will never break. Well, if it is breaking means you are safe. Whatever you're getting is good. Of course, we want to have cow milk, we want to have curd, it shouldn't break. But understand, once in a while, if it's breaking, that's a checkpoint for you to know what genuine milk are you getting from anywhere, right? This is called real education. Next, it should be used only until you are sick. For normal use, take regular packet milk. I have heard this. My God, how to convince people, right? It is needed for daily diet, not occasional. Simple thing. When elders recommend its suggestion, when doctors suggest its medicine, take it as diet before you start taking it as medicine, right? I mean, understand the suggestion of your elders. Take it as a regular diet, not as a medicine. I will take, oh, we consumed, 2 liters of milk every day. I take half liter, for drinking desi cow milk, and remaining 1.5 I take something. That is not planning. That is ruining your life. You should understand what is good and what is bad. What is good for your children. Do you know that cow milk gives sattva guna in children and their brain's thinking ability increases? I'll tell you one case. One person was hyper, he was like hyper thinking. He was feeling restless. His mind was completely not becoming stable. He was thinking too much. You know what was the treatment he was given? He was given buffalo milk for 1 week. He was given buffalo milk for 1 week. His mind relaxed and he completely became numb. Can you imagine what buffalo milk can do? Reverse way, if you look at it, you give buffalo milk and jersey milk to your children and try to save money instead of going for cow milk by paying 150 rupees or 200 rupees a liter, and then ultimately land up paying 6,000 rupees to the tuition teacher to teach him mathematics and science. When instead you just give him right food that improves his intelligence, and you don't have to spend so much, right? Let me go fast. There is so much to share, as I said, but we don't have much time. Do you know the difference between A1 and A2? Now, this you can do your own browsing. I'm not going to get into too much. I think by now you know what is a desi cow and what is a jersey cow. Doesn't have a hump, has a hump. There is a Suryaketi Nadi from which vitamin D also comes. Jersey cows, there is nothing like that. Desi cows go for free grazing. Most of the jersey cows are kept in the dairies, and the grass is raised by urea. Right? They are giving too many vaccinations. These cows, the jersey cows, are given too many vaccinations. They keep falling sick all the time. Desi cows barely fall sick. Their raw milk is also safe. You can directly drink the raw milk of a desi cow. If you put raw milk of a jersey cow, immediately call for 108 ambulance. That is how dangerous it is. You cannot have jersey cow milk without being homogenized and pasteurized, whereas desi cow milk, you don't need any homogenization, pasteurization. You can directly have it. By the way, do you even know what is the meaning of pasteurization, homogenization? And do you know why it was introduced? If you see this packet, keep aside the brand. Every brand is like that now. Pasteurized and homogenized. It sounds good, right? English, right? I mean, Indians are very attracted to English, right? Homogenized and pasteurized. You think it's very advanced technology. Maybe our ancestors never knew. We are learning from the West. Do you know what is the meaning of pasteurization? Boiling at extreme temperatures, freezing at extreme temperatures. You know what is the meaning of homogenization? Breaking your milk with machines, molecules. You know why they do that? So they can increase the shelf life. Then increase the shelf. There was a case put in US government to stop homogenization and pasteurization, because by doing so, all the health molecules, all the vitamins that the milk gives were being destroyed. See, milk, if you keep a raw milk in the shelf of a supermarket, it only stays for 1 or 2 days, maximum 2 days. But if you keep a homogenized and pasteurized milk, you can keep an expiry date of 14 days. From a business perspective, that is good. That's what the companies did. And the result is completely killing the minerals and vitamins. And after that, when these people put a case on the government spoke to the FDA, Food Authority, and then they want the dairy companies, and dairy companies, what did they do? Homogenized, pasteurized with added vitamin D, like that. That's advertisement. Next advertisement with added vitamin D, and people sitting like idiots, they, let's take this milk. It has added vitamin D also. It is homogenized also, pasteurized also, added vitamin D also. In first place, why did you kill the vitamin D? And why are you adding it now? Right? And now, where is this vitamin D coming from? From sheep skin oil, because that is the only thing that mixes with the molecules of the milk. So your milk is also a non-vegetarian without your awareness. You are killing sheep skin oil. So there are ridiculous things that are being done in the background which you don't know what they're doing. At the most, they'll put a small code called G662 or E126, like that. You don't know what that means. When you go and browse, you'll know that it is sheepskin oil. Right? I mean, like ridiculous things are happening. Let us go further in the interest of time. So this is homogenization, pasteurization. So don't be fascinated to see those two words out there. Right? Our scientists, now one scientist did a big research. This is a true story that happened, that this scientist, I will tell who the scientist is. This scientist was seeing that a lot of young children were getting diabetes. A lot of people were getting health problems. The health problem index literally became haywire. And then he went to 100 doctors, 100 plus doctors, and he collected data. And then he was seeing what is the pattern, what are they eating, how are they living, what is the lifestyle, how come the small children are getting diabetes, type 1 diabetes, juvenile diabetes, which people hardly know in this country. In Hyderabad, 50 children per day are getting juvenile diabetes, which hardly people know until it comes to your house. And one of the main reasons is cow milk. Milk, forget about cow, milk, right? Now this person did a research, and I'll tell you the research findings. In simple ways I've put it. You can read his entire book, which is there in the internet and Amazon as well. Here are research findings. There is indigenous desi cow, there is Jersey cow. When cow gives milk, this milk produces milk proteins, and these milk proteins produce peptides. They're called small. The proteins are broken into small things, and each one of them is called peptide. This peptide ultimately gets converted into amino acids, and amino acids mix with your blood, and they give you energy. This is the process of a cow giving you energy. This is a normal process. But in case of Jersey cow, something happens here. The small peptides, some become amino acids, and they become energy to the blood, while some remain as unconverted peptides, which is what is called as A1 protein or BCM7. You can go and browse this A1 protein and BCM7. This gets stuck in the body. It just gets stuck in the body. It doesn't know where to go. It is roaming around. It is roaming around, taking a free ride inside your body. And as a result is what? It gets stuck in your nerves. It gets stuck in your veins. It gets stuck everywhere. These lost peptides stay in the blood and cause many disorders, including nervous problems, BP, diabetes, paralysis, cancers, etc. And you know what that scientist named this as? This particular protein called BCM7, he named it devil in the milk. And he is that scientist, Keith Woodford of New Zealand. When he was doing this research, let me tell you, when he was doing this research, when he found out that this particular problem is there in this A2 milk, the Jersey cows, even before he put it to the papers, the news went to America. And in America, gets 20% of its milk from New Zealand. 20% of the entire America's milk consumption comes only from New Zealand. And the moment they found out that there is some doctor who is doing this research on milk, they immediately sent a letter to the New Zealand authorities saying, we want to know what it is. And as soon as they got to know, they arrested this fellow, this Keith Woodford, and they put him into jail. And America then told, if you're not going to answer me, we are not going to buy milk from you. 20% of our consumption is going to be stopped. And then this person was brought out of the jail in New Zealand. And then he was asked, please tell America what you're doing. And this person told, I'm not going to tell America what I'm doing. They said, no, you have to tell. You know, it's a big loss for our country. It's a big export of milk. You have to tell what you've done. Then he said, on one condition, I'll tell. I will tell this in the Parliament of New Zealand. And because he wanted to make sure that there is no more cover-up, he went and told this fact about BCM7 in the Parliament of New Zealand. And America got to know about it. And immediately after that, what was done? Desi cows were imported from India to New Zealand. All the Jersey cows are being thrown away. It's a big movement of A2 milk in New Zealand. And we Indians are ready to drink any milk that comes to your house, and that we call as education, right? You have to read this fact. This person is a scientist, and whatever I told here, right? He found a big link between serious illness and a protein in the milk that we are drinking, and then he understood after 100 scientific papers there is noting a link between A1 milk and the type 1 diabetes and heart diseases, and BCM7 is that problem that he found out, and he named it devil in the milk. Due to BCM7's ability to create a significant immune response, there's a very direct connection between A1 milk and diabetes, and that is not paralleled by A2 milk. Evidence is compelling. If you have, and by the way, forget about the A2 milk. Do you know what all is going into this glass of milk today? The milk that you get, whether it is Heritage, Reliance, or what do you call that, Amul. By the way, can anybody tell me what is Britannia into? What company Britannia does?
Biscuits.
Britannia produce biscuits?
Yeah.
Britannia doesn't produce a single biscuit. Britannia is just a brand. Do you know that?
Yes.
Yes.
It has got nothing to do with any biscuit. Britannia doesn't have a single biscuit factory. All Britannia has is so many sub-factories who produce biscuits, and the branding, the packing material of Britannia goes and packs it as Britannia. Do you know that Amul doesn't have a single dairy farm? Heritage doesn't have a single dairy farm. They collect milk. And they brand the milk. Do you know that? So tomorrow you want to go and sue Amul. You know what will Amul tell? Amul or Heritage or anybody, any brand. I'm not against any particular brand. I'm just telling in general. They will tell, oh, really? This was a problem? I think we have to go and ask our suppliers, the brokers. And the brokers will tell, oh, really? We have to go and ask the farmers. And where all will you, which farmer will you go and find out where the problem is coming from? This is a network of fraud. You will never know where the problem is coming from. They are just we Indians are so much tuned to brands that if something is branded, I'm just keeping everybody on mute. Please don't talk if you are not asking a question. So if you are not seeing a brand, you think it is useless. You think there is no brand. Oh, I think I need something branded. You know, without brand, I'm so insecure. Well, your brand is not a brand in itself. It is just a packing material. That's all it is. I know in farmers, in the village where I have my farm, they just take the milk and put it in big dabbas, and they go and put it in a dairy booth, and the dairy booth weighs it, and there is an index based on which they are paid. And then later on, this dairy booth goes to Britannia, sorry, it goes to Amul, or it goes to Vijaya, it goes to Heritage, or it goes to any of them. Low tone, yes tone, more tone. And you think seeing them, those beautiful packets, colorful packets in the tube light setting of your supermarket, you feel, oh, such a pure milk, such a branded and safe milk. You don't even know what they have done to that milk. To produce milk, more milk, you know that hormones are inserted into the cows. You know that sucking machines are there. You know that when cow doesn't want to give milk, it stops milk. And you know how when a cow gives milk, when the calf goes to the cow, there are machines without the calf going to the cow. The machine is kept to the cow, and it sucks the blood, the pus, the mucus out of the cow, and it all comes into your milk. And by the way, you can't see it, right? Obviously, you can't see it because it's colored. It looks white, and white is white. White is great. That is what our intelligent, brain thinks. That, oh, white is good. Why can't I drink this very nice white milk? You will obviously drink, and you will get all kinds of diseases. What goes into that one glass of milk is impossible for you to know. So many growth hormones, so many increased risk, so many toxic milk is being put into your breast cancer, so many problems, bowel problem, digestion problem, asthma, you name it, everything is filled into this glass. And to make matters more worse, fake milk made from chemicals, literally chemicals. See this report from FSSAI. It is saying 68% of the milk and milk products in India are not as per standard, meaning they were simply made. Can you see the statement of WHO? I'll read it for you. I think it's too small for you. The World Health Organization has recently issued an advisory to Government of India stating that if adulteration of milk and milk products is not stopped, checked immediately, 87% of citizens would be suffering from serious diseases like cancer by 2025. Which year is it right now?
20. End of.
How many people are there in the call right now? 29, right? What is 85% of 29? Or say it is 30. What is 85% of 30? What is 80% of 30? 24. 24 of us in this call will have cancer in 2025. It's a problem or no? But nobody wants to know about it.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes.
See, yeah, I'm also came from villages only. There we used to drink cow milk's purity. So right now we are living in cities. So we have to buy the packet milks only. We are not finding the cow milks directly from the farmer or any others.
I'll tell you, sir.
How could
We'll get to
we?
the solution. Devendra Garu will discuss about it. I'm just going to the end of the presentation. And this presentation is not about telling a problem. I'm
No,
also going to tell a solution for you. And I'm not going to
actually,
give that milk to you.
yeah, we also read moreover same as what you are telling, but we are also afraid of this type of discussions, issues, and all. But for kids ourselves, we need the things. So I'm also especially looking for the solutions, the way to escape from the problems and all, and resolution at the same way.
Where do you live, sir?
Bangalore.
Okay. We'll get to that solution, Devendra Garu. Let me just finish the problem statement, then we'll get to the solution very quickly. What is the time? Oh my God. It's already 4. I'm so sorry. Can we go on for another 10-15 minutes? Is that okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
Prabhuji.
so here is the problem. We are giving poison to ourselves and our children, and these all milk that is getting packed, in factories that you don't even know, it's completely polluted. And you can't blame a brand. You go them, there'll be middlemen, suppliers, as I just told you. It's a network that you cannot crack. And let me also tell you one more thing. I don't know where the notes went. I had kept some more notes here. It's very simple. They're also putting an injection into your into the hormone injection, right? I forgot the name of that injection. I had written it down somewhere. You get it for 10 rupees. You get 10 rupees injection. You give that injection to the cow, it produces double the milk. But you know the result of that milk? Children will get, children will come to their puberty very sooner. 9-year-old girl becomes, adult. Yes, oxytocin. Thank you. That is the thing that they give, oxytocin. And men will get breasts. The biggest plastic surgery that is going on right now outside is men, not women. And they're removing their, breasts that they're getting because of this oxytocin medicine that is being given to the cows. So many things are happening, damaging things are happening in the name of milk, but we think we don't have a choice, right? We have a choice. Of course, we have a choice. Let me get to that. Right? Human greed, right? Human greed. I think I kept it here. Yes, this is oxytocin. See, here you go. I'd copied the slide, but I forgot to remove that. Okay. So, which is the best milk for me then? Should I go for Amul, Everyday, Nestle, Light? What should I go for? With all due respect to all these brands, there are two choices. Number one, easy choice. Number two, get the facts and go for the tough one. Easy choice, go vegan. People say, I will go vegan. Why to get into this headache? I will not take milk only. But there is a problem. Going vegan is not a good choice. Why? Because Ayurveda says milk, and especially buttermilk, is an essential part of your human diet. No animal care, no animals. If you're not going to take care of animals, saying I will not touch animals, then who will take care of animals? You should have cows, take care of cows, take its milk. That way also take care of cows. Otherwise, who will take care of cows? Milk, butter, ghee, urine, cow dung are medicines curing fatal diseases, right? So veganism is an emergency response. It's not a solution. It was needed at one time when things were really going. I really appreciate and respect the vegan people because they have compassion for animals. They've stopped, but that's not an answer. That's the emergency. But you have to get to the facts. You have to fix the problem. Number one, stop taking A1 milk. Just stop it. Irrespective of brand, just throw these brands out. You can see so many products in the market with A1. Just throw them all out. When the demand reduces, people will correct themselves. They're all businessmen, right? When they see that people are going for A2 milk, they will also go towards A2 milk. If you are taking A1 milk, they will only produce A1 milk. Number two, start taking pure desi A2 milk from small farmers. I'll come to you with the solution. Wait for it. Number three, know your farmer, educate him, support him. It's for your good. It's for your good. You have to invest, right? You do so many investments. Cow milk. I mean, there are so many good things about cow milk. I've just reduced it to few. But people over 50, they get so many fractures and arthritis problems. You drink cow milk to elderly people, so good for them. Easy to digest. For weak digestion and loose motion, small children who have vomiting problems, cow milk is the best cure. Cow milk and immunity. There are so many things that it cures. This slide will be on YouTube. You can go through it and yourself can do a lot of research. You'll find out so many good things about cow milk. Right? Next. Okay, I take desi milk from a dairy. Am I safe? A lot of people say, I take desi milk. I think I should be safe. I think a desi milk. No. How do you know whether your desi milk dairy is also right or wrong? There are so many desi milk dairies today. Understand one thing, the mentality of businessmen doesn't change, whether it is they are supplying A1 milk or A2 milk, they want to make more money. The greed continues. The greed just shifts from A1 milk to A2 milk. So when greed shifts, they also do some mistakes. And it's your responsibility. You have to put that investment on time. Instead of going to some useless mall, buying things that you'll never use, take that time to go to the dairy from where you buy milk. Make a quarterly inspection, surprise inspection. You do that because you have to fix your family's health. If you don't have the patience for that, I don't think you can save your family. So what are the things that you should do? How can you, sitting at home, understand you can do your homework? What is it homework? Number one, are they milking with hands or machines? Are they milking the cows with hands or machines? If they're milking with hands, good to go. If they're milking even one cow with machine, don't take their milk. Number two, does milk break at least once in a while? You're taking milk, right? At least once in a while, did it break? Once in 2 months? Once in 1 month, did it break? If it is not breaking, there is a problem. It is impossible. I am taking care of cows for more than a year, close to 2 years now. It is impossible for milk not to break. It breaks. Pure milk breaks. So you have to make sure that and if it's not breaking, maybe they're taking extra care, but that's one of the symptoms that something is wrong. Number three, is color of the milk changing? Every 2 months, I see a different color. I see a little change in the color from bright to creamish, creamish to whitish, whitish to light yellowish. If it's changing, it's good. If it is changing, it's good. That means they are feeding natural things to cows. According to the season, what the cow eats, the color of the milk changes. If the cow is eating standard bombarded food from go downs and they're giving it, cow milk color doesn't change, which means that feed is filled with hormones and it is being given only for high milk production rather than the health of the cow. Are you getting me? Did you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, understand this fact. Okay, number three. Number four. Are they taking cows out for grazing? You go there and see, are they keeping them inside the goshala, inside that closed box all the time, or are they actually making them go outside? Do they have places to take it outside? This makes a big difference, very big difference in the cow's health and your milk's health also. And the most important thing, last one, is there occasional shortage in milk? Is there occasional shortage in milk? Were you ever told, madam, today we can't supply you 4 liters, we'll only supply you 2 liters? Did it ever happen? Because it happens. Cows don't give the same amount of milk every day. For example, if I'm getting 50 liters yield per milk every day, one day it is 45, one day it is 55, and let me also tell you, one day it is 20 liters. Why? Because cows are very moody and cows don't want to give milk sometimes, and the milk production keeps going up and down depending upon how many months you have been milking them, and cow is only milked for 4 or 5 months. Do you know that? In a year, cow is only milked for 4 or 5 months. And after that, we should stop milking it. Otherwise, its next child will get affected. Cow becomes pregnant after 3 months of giving child itself. 9 months it remains pregnant. After it becomes pregnant, maximum 3 to 4 months is what you can milk, maximum. But you know what people do? They don't make them pregnant again. They continue to milk them for a long time, and then they make them pregnant, still continue to milk. And as a result, cow's health will be defeated. The child will be very weak, and your milk also will not be healthy. Cow will not be happy giving that milk. Happy cows, happy milk, healthy milk, right? These are all connected. They're not sentimental statements, they're scientific. So if that person is able to supply you constantly milk without even a single shortage anytime, or he's not telling you that, madam, we have more milk, can you take a little more? We have more milk left. That means he's managing a genuine dairy, a genuine goshala. Because actually that's what happens. Suddenly one cow starts giving more, suddenly one cow starts giving less. These ups and downs means the place is, is being run genuinely. These are the checks and balances. And all these questions, they sound negative, right? Any normal person will feel, एक color change हो रहा है, बार बार टूट रहा है, बार कभी बोलता है या नहीं है, नहीं देगा, he will not give, I will not go for the dairy. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the best dairy for you. They are not the bad news, they are the good news. If these things are happening, they're the good news. Learn the science of cow care, right? Our ancestors told us that we worship cows. Our ancestors did not come from monkeys. Maybe Darwin's ancestors came from monkeys. Our ancestors are not monkeys. Our ancestors were the most scientific people. They worshipped the cow. They could see a connection between God, nature, and us. And cow is that connection. They worshipped cows. They consider 7 mothers, and among 7 mothers, cow is one of the mothers. Who are the 7 mothers? Our mother who gave birth to us, wife of our guru, wife of a brahmana, wife of a king, the cow, the nurse, and the earth. All these are our mothers. And we were so good in taking care of them. When our children reject our thoughts, we feel they are young and need to learn. So do our ancestors when we reject them without listening to them, right? We just don't listen to them. Amma, aau puja na, ema aau puja. That's how we tease them, right? I mean, we don't even think. There are gated communities which are allowing dogs into their gated communities, but they don't allow a cow into the gated community. That is our India today. That is how horrible we have become today, that we don't even understand the cow which saves us for so many diseases is not even being allowed into the houses. And that is what our education has done to us, right? We are getting to the conclusion. Just hold on. These are few slides, how in so many scriptures cow has been glorified by Lord Krishna, Lord Rama, and the praise of a cow by Lord Shiva, sages, right? Praise of a cow in the Vedas, the various gods headed by Prajapati, and from different limbs of the cows, right? Each limb has got a different great devata who is supplying. Eyes are like sun and moon. They're not like sun and moon, they are sun and moon. The Suryaketi Nadi on its behind takes all the vitamin D and gives it to us. The forehead is mother goddess. So many things, right? The Panchagavya. If you take Panchagavya, it not only removes all the sins, but spiritually, but also it's very good for your health. You should donate cows. You should support cow movements. If you donate a black cow, you secure heaven. This is about people who want to enjoy, but still, these are there in the Vedas. You donate a white cow, you extends your family tree. You'll have nice progeny and long children. You'll have red cow, makes one beautiful. Yellow cow, well, these are all okay. Some people don't like to read these things, but they are true statements. Because cow is the center of our Vedic society. Cows have to be protected. Cows have to be protected, then we can be protected. Otherwise, there is no other way. There are so many indigenous cows around, right? And if we want to save the nation, we must awake ourselves, act beyond just the ideology of calling cows the mother, and play extraordinary role in saving the indigenous breed of cows. We have to play that role. Now, this is me holding this cow, and we have this farm called Vaishnav Seva Kunj. We are not into milk business. Our calves and cows, they are not chained. Only in the night they are kept tied. Otherwise, they're all free during the daytime. We feed 5 different kinds of things to the cows. In the middle of the hot and winter, hot summer, someone came and told that your cows look like rainy season cows, because that is how important we treat the cows. And our business is not into milk selling. I'm not going to give my number to you all saying I'll supply milk to you. When we have excess, of course, you can call me if then there is excess. When some cows have suddenly started giving, we give that milk to others, and only in those communities where we are already giving milk. But the seminar is not focused on me selling milk or me supplying milk. It is for you all to wake up and take the call where to find the right farmer and where to invest. We want to educate and promote cow-based farming and cow products. And here is my details, right? You can go to Google and see Vaishnav Seva Kunj. You can see a lot of videos on YouTube, on the channel Leelananda. Subscribe to it or don't subscribe, doesn't matter. You can go and see how cows are being taken care. Now comes to the crux. Okay, I gave you all this education, but what is the solution? here is the point. Number one, take this problem very seriously. You don't want to be in those, see, 85% cases of cancer in 2025. Neither do you want your children to be. And cow milk is not an excuse that, okay, I'll not take milk. That's not the answer. You have to give right milk. What can you do? Number one, if you have land, if you have little land or some land, or if your friends together can invest in something, get some land, get some cows, invest in it, 10,000 rupees a month, give it as a contribution, and get your cows and put a person, breed them, maintain them, get your milk. Okay, I don't have so much time for it. Well, go and help people who are doing it. There are so many, if you go to an ISKCON temple, or if you go to any other Gorakshak, RSS or this wings, they will tell you people who are actually taking care of cows. You can go and support their projects. His Holiness Bhakti Raghava Maharaj is a great sannyasi in ISKCON society. Bhakti Raghava Maharaj. You can browse about him. You can try to contact him, and you can tell him, we want to serve cows. We want to serve cows, help serving cows. It's not about money that you give. It's about the piety that you'll get and the opportunity of getting genuine milk or buttermilk or any cow product that you can get. We have to protect ourselves. Wherever we are situated in the city, we have to protect ourselves. Otherwise, nobody can protect us. We are already in a network of dairy companies. This video in YouTube might even be deleted. My channel might be removed. It doesn't matter, because that is how influential they are, right? But I'm telling you that if you don't protect your family, if you want to really protect your family, give immunity, you have to have cow milk. You have to have cow buttermilk. You have to have cow ghee. There is no exception here. And you have to put that extra effort in taking care of cows. And don't give an excuse, I don't know how to take care of cows. I don't think you can do it. Then if you can't do it, then be ready to be part of that 85% in 2025 without any excuse. You have to put some effort. Educate your children. Show this seminar to thousands of people. If you want, you can cover my face. I don't want to become popular with this. You have to just educate people, whoever is beside you. Set an example. Living in America, I did that once. Living in America in Greenville, we used to go 30 miles to get 2 bottles of milk for my children, which is unpasteurized and unadulterated. It is so difficult to get unpasteurized and unadulterated milk. It is 3 times the cost. Do you know that? 1 gallon of milk is $3.5, something like that, in Walmart and BJ's and Costco's. But when you go to organic shops, 1 gallon of milk is more than $10, sometimes even $12. In the same way, today, desi cow milk, mind this again, you cannot buy it less than 100 rupees. If you're buying it for less than 100 rupees, the farmer is cheating you. I'm sorry to tell you this. It is not possible for anybody to sell this below 100 rupees. Even if he's milking himself, even if he's either feeding them unorganic food, or he's giving them hormones, or he's giving them something wrong to get that produce to make that price. So don't even do that. Okay. And Prabhuji, there are so many desi brands which are genuine. So I told you this, I told you the criteria. Visit them, see whether they're milking with hands, see whether they're taking them for pasturing, for grazing outside, see what kind of food are they supplying to these cows, and is the color of the milk changing once in a while, or is the same color all the time, or is it breaking once in a while? These are the symptoms. And of course, you can go and talk to the CEOs of these companies, of this dairy milk company, and say, hey guys, I know you're doing business. You are selling it for 130 liters, 130 rupees per liter. I'll give you 10 more rupees. Please don't do all that mess up. I will give you 10 more rupees. 140 rupees you make that milk, but give me genuine milk. You have to trade off with these businessmen. You have to fix the problem. There is human greed, and there is also a human necessity. You have to bridge the gap. You have to do your homework. You have to go to these farmers. You have to go to the villages. You have to go back to the roots. If you want to save yourself from corona, if you have to save yourself from many other pandemics, I'm not scaring. This is not fear mongering. I'm giving you the facts as it is. You have to put some genuine efforts on the ground. You cannot sit in your 30-story, 20-story, 10-story building in your balcony thinking, how will I fix my family's problem? It will not happen. You have to get up. You have to go outside, go to the dairies, or support a farmer. If you have friends, genuine friends, 4 or 5 friends together can buy 1 acre of land, have 2 cows in it, that's enough for 4 families, right? You can do a lot of things. Or you can go and participate in cow protection movements, and Try to get a connect where genuinely they are taking care of cows and you can get your milk. So now I'll take like 5 minutes of question answers. I'm sorry, I planned for an hour, but I knew always that this topic will take more. I have not gone into the details of what all great things cow milk does, cow buttermilk does, cow ghee does, cow dung does, cow urine does. You can do that research in the internet. You'll find a lot of it, right? I have not gone into the detail of how badly, brutally they're polluting the milk and how chemically it is coming to your houses in different brands. I have not gone into the detail. I've just given you clues and data points so that you can sit and do your homework. Now is the time your real work starts. Whether I mean, there are two choices. You had a Sunday afternoon, somebody threatened you and told you all these things, you can forget about it, or you can see it as a warning or a voice coming from God and telling you to fix your situation, save your family. God doesn't come as an avatar and appear in front of you. We are not that pure. He comes like a message from the scriptures or a message from a devotee or a neighbor who is your well-wisher and comes and tells you, please listen to this. Don't be in the lot of families who are going to suffer. In fact, be compassionate to tell everybody about this and together bring a change. Together bring a change. When you do something good, everything will go against you. And if everything is going against you, that means you're definitely doing something good. So naturally, things will not be easy for you whenever you start this initiative. We have started this, me and Subbarao Garu, who is on the call, and few other devotees on the call. We together have started this. We have 46 cows today, and we have close to 30 to 35 liters of milk that we get from there. I also encouraged a farmer who has thrown out all the Jersey cows and buffaloes. And by the way, one more symptom: when you go to any one of these dairies, they should not have a single Jersey cow or a buffalo in their farm. If they're desi cows, only desi cows, because what they do, whenever there is a deficit between what is supposed to be supplied and what the cows are given, they fill it with this buffaloes and jerseys. Of course, they can even hide it in a different place and do that, but you have to trust somewhere, right? And you have to do your homework. So we could do that initiative. And I think if we could do that initiative, a lot of you can do it. And it's a joint effort. Okay, you're alone, you don't have any good relations, go and search for the right farmer. Go around, go to a village, just pull out your car, go drive 30 kilometers away, get into a village, go and speak to the sarpanch. There is a sarpanch, I want genuine cow milk. Is there a farmer that I can find? And you can do one more thing. You can actually help the world by buying a cow to that farmer. You buy a desi cow to that farmer and tell him that I will take milk from you. Give it as a loan. Every month deduct that loan amount. He will be saved. His family will be saved. His agriculture will be saved. And you'll also be responsible for bringing one cow into that village. Right? 5 minutes of questions, please. Any questions? And thank you all for joining. If I've sounded rude or very blunt, please forgive me. Two reasons. One, I'm not used to giving seminars in such a short time. I'm a 3-hour person, so I get a lot of information which I can't manage in the given time. And number two, there is so much to say. And I'm also feeling sad for so many of your, so many of your families that they are actually consuming, instead of having so much money, double income families, you are giving poison to yourself and your children. And yes, one comment just came out, buffalo milk. If you want your children to become dumb, where they cannot total 25 plus 25 is 50, please give them buffalo milk. In 1 week, they cannot tell what is 25 plus 25. That is what buffalo milk does. The kind of animal, the kind of milk, and the kind of consciousness, everything is related. Cow, desi cow, very intelligent, very healthy, and gives you the greatest of brains. You don't have to put your children in tuitions to fix their intelligence. Okay, so I think I'm very grateful to every one of you. Thank you for joining and thank you for spreading the message. Please share this video. You want to see more such videos, or you want to see more about cows of our farm, you can subscribe to my channel Leelanand Das and go to the playlist called Vaishnav Seva Kunj, or you can even visit our farm. It's only 35 minutes drive from Gachibowli. You can call me 96186 44443, or you can email me. It's there in the presentation. Sometime back I'd shown it, and I'll be happy to educate you and encourage you, and even tell you how to start your own farm, right? But at the time of the, somebody has a question.
Yes, Prabhuji. I stay in Rajendra Nagar zone. So where I can find genuine cow milk supplier.
Rajendra Nagar?
Yeah.
And it suddenly went blank. Where is Rajendra Nagar again?
Near zoology, right? Zoo park.
Yeah, here, right? Rajendra Nagar. Yes.
Yes.
So Mataji, you will, if you have, like, I'll tell you something. If you can pull up like 5 or 6 families, if you can
Huh.
pull up like 5 or 6 families, you call me. We can try to fix the problem,
Okay.
right? And not only me, I can also guide you to somebody, because see, when people have to come all the way there and give 1 or 2 packets of milk to you, it costs a lot in transportation and
Right.
costs a lot in other things. So when you pull up, there is a good chance of supplying to a certain lot of people.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Okay, and that applies to everybody. That applies to everybody. Please email me, and we can talk about it. And I don't have much milk, in our farm. As I said, when there is a little more excess, we just ask people and we increase it like that. Otherwise, it's now we have a little bit of excess. If somebody wants to message me, they can, but it is not as excess that we can supply 50, 60 people, maybe 2 or 3 people. That's all.
Yep.
Prabhuji, can I have your email ID?
Yeah, it was there in the. I'll just share the screen once again. It was there in the slide. Um, 1 minute. Yes, I'll share it now. You can take the contact from here. It is Lakshman, LAXMAN 0110 at yahoo.com. This is my number. This is my wife's number. And you can go to YouTube channel called Leelananda Das, and you can run the playlist Vaishnav Seva Kunj to see more videos. And of course, you can visit us at Vaishnav Seva Kunj. You can Google Vaishnav Seva Kunj in Google, and you will see it is 35 minutes drive from here. I stay near to Narsingi.
Okay.
Okay,
Prabhuji.
so thank you very much. I'm very grateful to all of you. Please forgive me for being harsh or sounding harsh, but in the interest of time, I didn't know how else to put the facts together.
No, Prabhuji, you have given very good information. We were not knowing all these. Actually, I take milk from a vendor only. He supplies, but I don't know how far it is genuine. Previously, we used to take that milk packets only. There were no suppliers when we were staying in city. Now we
We
have.
have to do our homework. We have to do our homework. There is no exception to that. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Prabhuji, is this Vaishnav Seva Kunj, we need to cross JBIT college or before JBIT college?
It's on the Chevela Road. You have to go on the Chevela Road, and after crossing Moinabad, you will get a village called Modimial to your right, and just beside the village is the farm.
Okay, my college was JBIT near Moinabad, so I got it.
Okay. Yeah, thank you all. I have to actually get into another class, so I'm very grateful. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.